Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone's doing well. So I am literally just picking up from exactly the same place as I left off. I literally just kind of left my desk there, went and started the tea and stuff, and just left it for the next day. I haven't done anything more than literally what you saw me do on camera. So just to kind of quickly recap, we embellished the envelope and we put a couple of ATCs in this pocket, did a little collage with some writing space, and then added an ATC and a tag into there, which we embellished a little bit. In this vellum pocket I've put a journaling card with some stickers on, and then on this page I made a cluster belly band with an envelope that we embellished a little bit, and then I just put a journaling card inside there. So that just tucks nicely behind the belly band there. So no need really, I don't think, to do anything to the book page, although I could maybe stencil. Possibly. And then I've got the writing page, which is quite busy, and I think black pen would probably be best to write on that with. So I'm not going to do anything to those, though I might put some stickers on. Possibly. Okay, so then we've got the pocket, which we put on as well, and then I've put in one of the tags that I'd sewn lace to, and then that brings us to this page here. So before I start on that, what I was thinking is I want to stamp on this page. So I think I've got some scrap paper here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put these here because I feel like I'm going to stamp on everything if I don't. And then I did bring out some stamps that I wanted to use. So I've got some background stamps, some script stamps, and then some like these Cabinet of Curiosity stamps. So I'm gonna try not to drive you mad with my OCD about trying to clean the stamps every time I use them. I'm gonna try not to do that and just clean them after. So I'm just gonna get my white ink, black ink even, and I'm just gonna make a start. I really should have done this before I sewed them in. But you know, is what it is. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab like a little bit sort of here and there. Okay, and then I'm gonna get this background stamp. Normally what I do is every time I use a stamp I literally clean it straight off. I don't know, I don't know why I do it. It's just a bit of weird OCD, I guess. So just add in a little bit there, and then I'm gonna add this, but I am gonna use a Stampin' Block for that. Probably make more sense if I used one that actually was the size of the stamp. Oh, gems. I've got loads of adhesive gems. I need to try and incorporate those, I think. Right, okay, let me just position this. Well, that's not come out well, but junk journal, you know. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, so what I was thinking was maybe to, like, I don't know, stick that there, or maybe put this onto something. don't know. But what I am going to do is find the other side of this, and actually I've got another one in here. Yeah, so this is a different, so there's 2 of these envelopes in here, and I'm going to just stamp on them now. You know, whilst I've got the stamps and the ink out, why not? Okay, so let's get a bit of script on here. I feel like that's definitely gone on. Oh. Honestly, do you know what? Like, touching ink is so dangerous for me. Like, literally, the second I touch a pen, I'm covered in ink. And I'm like, how has this happened? I'm not 3. What's going on? But yeah, I don't know. It just happens. Okay, and then a little bit. So I'm just being like completely random. No particular rhyme or reason. I'm just trying to like rotate it as I go, and I'm trying not to leave the edge blank. And then just stamping down where it looks right, really. So I don't want to overkill it, but okay, so there's that. And then I feel like I should do some on that side, but I'd like a bit more of something. Does that fit? Just want to protect the paper, really. Like, you know, like the inside. Okay, that should do. And then that's why. God. Junk journal. Have to just keep saying it to yourself. Junk journal. It can be messy. It's not supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to just have fun whilst you're doing it, which, you know, I am really having a lot of fun doing this. Is like, sometimes I get kind of like a little bit stunted creatively, and I'm like, oh, what do I need to do here? What can I do? But then sometimes you just kind of overthinking things, really. And it's the same with writing, because I do quite a lot of writing as well. I really enjoy writing. And with that, like, I generally don't struggle with writer's block, because I feel like maybe because I've been writing for a lot longer than I've been crafting, it's easier maybe to kind of think, right, you're just overthinking, stop doing that, and just kind of, you know, put anything down, any single bit of information, anything that you want to write, just write it down. And the second that you start, that's when your creativeness just kind of starts flowing, and things just start to make a bit more sense. So yeah, it's just like that, I think, really. Okay, I don't really want that to be covered over. What do I even want to do with that then? I don't know. Maybe with this, I just kind of stick things to it, and then, well, if I try and cut that down, that's going to be an absolute nightmare, isn't it? Kids are outside again. Although it probably doesn't bother most of you, to be fair. Just, yeah, not a fan. Right, okay, I am just gonna wet a little bit of tissue so that I can just wet this because I don't want to lick it. And then I'm just gonna stick that there. I will glue this. That's not even remotely sticky. Okay, right. I'm just going to use this. Do that about halfway. And then same again. Here. It's gonna cut a lot of her face off, but right, okay. Okay, that's an option, isn't it? Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna glue those down. Having to use my right hand because it's angled weird. There we go. Right. I do want to just trim that down a little bit. So I've got my glue scissors. Although if I do that, I'm just going to cut this top little bit off, and that evens it up. And then that's just like a little collage flap there. And then could I maybe pop a piece of this down? And then I could just trim that off. Oh, I could use some of this little washi cat tape. And then that deals with the bottom little bit for me. And then I just need to trim that off. I bet you're like, she just said she was left-handed, but she's using her right hand to use scissors. Yeah, I literally have only ever been able to use right-handed scissors. I got given lefty scissors when I was younger in school, and I hated them. They were horrible to use, and I couldn't use them. She's this cute little ginger cat. Just for this top little piece here. Okay. But apparently, like, left-handed people are said to be more creative. I don't really find that to be true personally, because there's so many talented people out there that are not left-handed. But it was nice to hear that when I was a kid, I guess. Right, okay, so yeah, I'm gonna glue that on, but I'm just going to snip this off now, which is probably a bad idea, but it's happened now. Okay. Yeah, it was a bad idea. Oh, that's fine, really. I can work with that. Okay, glue book. Okay. Oh, something's just fallen and I have no idea where that was. Okay. Let's just line that up. Right, okay, that's a nice little collage-y section there. Just like was not expecting to do that at all. I was expecting to stamp it, but okay, so I'm just gonna stamp this one. See, sometimes forethought is helpful, but yeah, I don't always think things through. I just get excited and then I want to stitch things into things, and yeah, it just doesn't always work the way you want it to. Which I found here, I really should have been stamping on these and kind of doing what I wanted to do with them before I put them in the book, but you know, it's not the end of the world. I feel like I'm making it work. It's not too bad. Yeah, so I was wondering, are any of you out there gamers? My husband and I play a lot of Fortnite together. I've got to say, Fortnite is definitely not my favourite game. It's purely something that I play with my husband because he just really, really loves it when I play games with him. He gets so excited, like, if we find a game. So we used to play a game called Gears of War together, and basically there is like a story mode and stuff to it, but we didn't really play the story mode. We played this it's called a horde mode, and it's literally just you have to build a base and kill everything that comes after you, basically. And it was a lot of fun. Like, you've got these awful little things called swarm drones, and just kind of like, I used to love being playing with a shotgun, so I would blow these things up and just run through them onto the next one, which was a lot of fun, to be honest. And my husband said, like, you know, it's kind of similar to that, to be fair. Like, it's not too dissimilar. It's just the fact that it's live players, and I wasn't really sold on that. I was just like, I'm not going to do very well, because I've never really been a gamer, so I'm not particularly great. But to be fair, you know, since I've started playing it, I've got better, which, you know, I'm sure you do with most things. Like, practice makes improvement. It doesn't make perfect. So yeah, so the main kind of draw for me is like, obviously it makes my husband happy, but like I do really like the customization element. So with Gears of War you definitely could customize. There was lots of like character skins and gun skins and stuff, which were really nice, and especially around Halloween there was always some really cool stuff like Day of the Dead type things and stuff like that, and it was good. But with Fortnite it's a lot more customizable. There's a lot more stuff to have, and I have spent some money in that shop, which I wish I hadn't, but you know, I just get a little bit excited at the outfits and stuff that come up, and it's like, oh, I want that, I want to buy it, so then just end up doing it, and it's just like, well, it's come out of my pocket money anyway. Yes, I have pocket money. It's an allowance I give myself, because otherwise, when I first started crafting, I literally was gonna like put us in debt. It was ridiculous, so I gave myself a pocket money limit, and whatever comes out of that comes out of that, and that's fine because I'm paying for it myself. It doesn't come out of anything to do with the house money or anything like that, so as long as I pay for anything Fortnite related that way, I'm not particularly too fussed. My husband's never really had that much of an opinion about it, but yeah, who cares, you know? Forgot what I was going on about, sorry, that's why I just said who cares. Right, have I done... Yeah, I think I've done the 2 envelopes and I've done the 2 triangle-y bits, haven't I? I was thinking about stamping on these. I'm not sure how that's going to look because it's spotty. Let's give it a try. Kind of want to try different stamps, but I just have not got the space to try and get more stamps out. I've got this massive folder of stamps that I barely ever go into, and I picked these out because these are like my favourite ones. Let's see anyway, see how it looks. But yeah, so like if you guys are gamers or have any interest in games, doesn't have to be a console game, it could be like something on your phone or board games. I love board games. We've got a couple of logo board games and we play them all the time. So if there's anything that you're, you know, particularly fond of, please feel free to let me know in the comments. I'd love to know if there's like any fellow gamers out there. But yeah, now and again my husband and I play the Lego board games. We've got quite a few of them. I feel like we've got most of them, to be honest. And yeah, they're a lot of fun. And we tend to not play with little pieces. We play with like our little figures. So I haven't got one to hand, but just like as an example, so I have like quite a few things like this. Most of them are called dunnies and they look like little rabbits, and they're all there's all different styles and stuff going on with them. They're all really interesting to look at and things, and we use them as like the pieces instead of the actual pieces that come with the game. Oh, I'm gonna get you one because I've got a few up here so I can show you. I literally have such a huge collection of them. So I'm trying to pick one to show you now because like I want to show you my favourite ones, but like those ones are downstairs. Literally we have like a massive display downstairs of loads of our like urban art type figurines and stuff, but that's one of them. So that's a dunny. I think they were so named because it's like Devil Bunny, but yeah, they come in so many different styles. They're really cool. They're by a company called Kid Robot, and then they've got like tons of different artists that work with them and make all these different figurines and stuff, and they're really cool. Okay, so I've just realised that this isn't drying very well on here. I'm just gonna see if I can like rub some of that off because I don't want it to go on there really. I'm just going to leave that there. I'm not going to stamp on the other side and I'm not going to stamp on the other ones because I don't want to ruin the pages either side because the ink isn't going to dry. Okay, so I'm just going to pause whilst I clean my stamps. I can't leave them. One sec. I'm back. So now I am clean, my stamps are clean, and we can crack on. Okay, so I'm thinking to go for a corner pocket here. So these ones I've mounted onto a black card so that you can actually flip them up and then you can write on them. So you would technically have to change ink, but I mean, you could, if you write diagonally and then change ink that way, that's not too bad. And then you can tuck stuff in behind there. So I'm just going to run a thin bead of glue down the two edges of this. So yeah, so about the gaming, so Fortnite isn't really, like I say, my favourite type of game. I'm not a massive gamer, but to be fair, since being with my husband, I definitely have gotten a bit more into games because he was very into like World of Warcraft and online games like that. But he literally kind of like dropped it when we got together because I feel like he just thought that there wouldn't really be time, and to be fair, like we just wanted to spend like all the time together and he didn't want to be gaming and stuff like that. So yeah, like he literally just stopped gaming. I didn't ask him to, and I did tell him it was fine if he wanted to keep going, but yeah, he just kind of abandoned that. But it's kind of like come back in terms of like console gaming rather than PC gaming because it's stuff that I can get involved with. Like I don't think I could ever really play World of Warcraft. It just seemed a bit too, I don't know, just didn't really seem like anything I could really get into. But that's just me. You know, I know a lot of people really like it. Where are my tags? Oh, here we go. So yeah, so some of the games that I got into were, so there's 2 or 3 games that I really like. So the first game that I actually got really into, like on a massive level, was a game called Slime Rancher. And basically it's like a farming game, and you farm these really cute little slimes, which sounds weird, but it was really cute. You kind of like, you can merge them together to make different slimes, like larger ones, and then you basically farm these little diamonds that come out of them, which are like little poops. But then you build up your farm and stuff like that, and it's just quite like a simple indie game. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. And that kind of got me interested, and they have just actually released like a, I think it's like a beta version of Slime Rancher 2, which you can get with if you've got the Game Pass on the Xbox, which I got purposely just for that. Like I've cancelled it now, but I just got it at the time so that I could play it basically. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Sorry, I'm just trying to think, because I kind of want this to be like a bit of a belly band. Or I'm not sure. What do I want? I'm thinking maybe I'm going to try a doily. So then after that I found a game called My Time at Portia, which is basically like a very slightly more grown-up version of Slime Rancher, which was also so addictive and so much fun. Yeah, I like that. So I played that for a while, and then I've like replayed that I don't know how many times, to be honest. I recently replayed it just because like we were on annual leave together, and I like it. So my husband's called Alex, so I like Alex to kind of feel comfortable to play games and not feel guilty about it and stuff. So sometimes, as long as I'm gaming, he's fine. Even if I'm sat there with my iPad and I'm doing this, he's like, yeah, but you're doing work though, and I feel bad because I'm gaming. And it's just like, well, it doesn't really feel like work because it's a hobby, and I really do enjoy doing all of this kind of stuff. I don't generally tend to craft downstairs with him. I tend to just do my digital stuff down there, and then basically I spend the hour between the time I finish work and the time it takes him to come home crafting, really, because I don't really want to be away from him too much, which, you know, I realise that doesn't sound I don't know, the norm, I think, but you know, what can I say? I like to spend time with my husband. Where is my pin? I literally can't find it. Oh, there it is. I try so hard not to lose this stupid pin. I should make one of those dangle things for it at some point, maybe. So yes, I started replaying my time at Portia, and then the other game that I've got, which I'm playing at the moment, is called Astroneer, and that is basically the same sort of thing, but it's in space instead. And that's really, really fun. Although at first I thought that I wouldn't get on board with it because it just seemed very complicated, and I couldn't really figure out what I needed to do, and there's like quite a lot of chemical things that you need to figure out and stuff. So I kind of left it alone a bit, but then because my husband had bought it for me, I felt like I should kind of go for it and should play it. And then I'm glad that I did, because it was actually really enjoyable. Really enjoy playing it. Just trying to think. I want something else on here. Maybe that. I feel like that looks cool. I don't actually know what I'm making here, to be honest. I'm just doing stuff. So I don't want any glue to kind of leak out, which kind of has done underneath, because I should have used Pritt Stick, but I didn't. Oh god, just go in, thanks. And then I'm just gonna stick that on there. Okay. What is this? What have I made? Can anyone tell me? Just gonna add like a little bit of glue there, just so that that stays down. And then I'm gonna have to put something there now because I've put glue on it. Maybe I could use one of my tags as like a tuck spot, but then what role does this play? Is it just a pretty embellishment? Oh, have I used two? I've used two. That's fine. Guys, what is this? I don't know. Okay. I am going to move on before I lose my mind, and then I'll maybe figure that out. So I kind of want like another envelope to come here, but then I don't really want an envelope over that page. So I feel like it should be something else. Or maybe this is just a belly band, like as is. That's not very good as a belly band because of the doily. So what I've made here is a mistake. Oh god. Yeah, I don't know what this is. Maybe I'm just going to glue this onto the page, actually. Yeah. Okay, so maybe if I glue that down, maybe this is just a collage page. Sure, that's what it is. It's a collage page. And then I'll see if there's a way that I can maybe incorporate a little bit of writing space by using those little post-it things. Okay. Sorry, let's see. So I've got this. Yeah, that's not too bad. Just trying not to put stickiness on both sides. Okay. Should I put another one here? And then maybe this one here. It's weird, that is. I'm gonna just stick this down. And I think I'm just gonna try and like really carefully just get like a fine sort of bead of glue around the edge here, just so it properly sticks down. And then just a little bit in these rose bits. Okay. Right. Okay. I want to make this page actually have some sort of interactive elements, so I'm going to use some of those mini tiny little ATCs, I think. Okay, so let me just see. They're a little bit hidden, but that's not too bad. And then I think I'm gonna just stick that there. As a tuck, or I don't know what to do. I might stick that on there as well, actually. Okay. Right. I like that because it's like a good sort of brings out the colour of the envelope flap. And then I'm gonna stick that down I want something slightly stronger, so let's use art glitter glue. And will one of these fit? It will. So, am I gonna glue it down like that so that it's open, or am I gonna just trim? No, I'm gonna glue it down like that, I think. Yep. Sorry, this has been such an indecisive page. I feel like I've barely got anywhere with this, but I definitely don't think I'm gonna be doing all of these on camera unless I get like a few specific requests to do all of them on camera. I'm gonna just maybe kind of do this by myself. So I'll continue doing this one with you, and then once this is done, I'm gonna work on the others, because then like I suppose this is kind of like ground zero, and then I'm gonna just continue doing the same sort of thing moving forward, kind of thing. Okay, so I was thinking like a little sticker there, so I'm just gonna cut this out a bit. I finished watching Red Rose, by the way, on Netflix. That was really good. Not entirely sure about the ending. Feel like it could have been different, but like overall, I think it was a good show. Definitely worth a watch if you've got Netflix and you're not too sure what to watch. I'd give that a go. Yeah, I think I was a little bit like apprehensive at first, but then when I saw that the people that did, it's not the same person, it's not from the Flaniverse, but the people that did Bly Manor and Hill House and stuff, I think they were like the writers, so they were like involved in it. So that's what sold me on watching it. I don't know why that's a bit bent. But yeah, let's do that. Kind of tempted to glue that down, but I won't, because that might not be everyone's cup of tea. Might want to take that out. Okay, I feel like this page is done, or I'm just done with this page. Okay, so I don't think I need to do anything to that. I do want to do something with this, and I think what I'm probably gonna do is stick one of my ATCs onto it. So I want one that's kind of perfect. He's a cutie, isn't he? Oh, I quite like that because it kind of brings out the other colours of the page behind it as well. Yeah, okay. So let's stick that down. Let me just put these back. You know, I just thought, like, I could put some doily on there, couldn't I? Yeah, I like that. Okay, I'm gonna just try and just kind of run this over. It's not ideal because I'm getting glue all over my hands. That's not really worked. So I did watch a film on Netflix the other day called, I think it's called The Pale Blue Eye. It's with Christian Bale and oh, I feel bad I don't know his name, but it's the guy that plays Dudley from Harry Potter. And he plays Edgar Allan Poe. So I was watching it thinking that like this was going to be like super gothic and like Edgar Allan Poe type stuff, and it does advertise it as gothic, but it's not really, to be honest. I mean, if you say the fact that Edgar Allan Poe's in there, it's gothic in that sense. I don't know. It didn't really scream gothic. It was just old timey, really. I didn't really see anything particularly gothic. I mean, some of the storyline does get a little bit kind of out there, I guess. But yeah, I was hoping it'd be a lot better than it was. Didn't really enjoy it that much, but Christian Bale was brilliant in it. As always, he's really good in a lot of stuff, isn't he? And the guy, Dudley, he was playing Edgar Allan Poe, and he did really well as well. He was brilliant. He did a really good accent. But then, like, not the entire cast, but the majority of the cast was British, and they were being American, and it's like, I looked up what accent Christian Bale was going for, because that was like also like a mix of English and American, and it was just a little bit confusing. But apparently he actually was going for a mix of English and American. But then you've got all these other English actors, and a couple of them were just like so bad. Like the accent was just like, what? Why are you doing it? It's horrendous. Like they're so posh that it's like not really feel like feasible for them to be American. It just didn't like come across very well at all. It just absolutely did not do the American accent any justice. It was just really bad. So yeah, overall I wouldn't say I was particularly sold on that film. But you know, it's a bit of a murder mystery type thing, a bit of a Sherlocky type film. But yeah, wouldn't recommend it. Right, I really like this. I think this looks cool. However, I've put a lot of glue on here, and so I can't really turn the page and do anything else. I'm also really tired, so it's been a long day at work. So I think I'm going to end it here, and then I'm going to pick up again later on in a day or so, and carry on, and hopefully this glue will have dried. We're not too far off the middle, so fingers crossed we can get this done in like, I was hoping for maybe like 2 parts, but I feel like it's going to be closer to 4 or 5, but I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I will let you go now. So thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed to me, please do subscribe. I really appreciate it, and it'd really help out my business. And if you've liked the video, please do give me a like, and feel free to put any comments in the description, in the comments box below, because like I say, I do really enjoy reading them. But thank you very much for watching. I hope that you have a brilliant rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!